As an IFBB pro, what have you learned in the fitness industry as a woman that you didn't know before?
Once you start training, once you start becoming consistent in the gym, your body starts changing and you're going to start seeing yourself differently. People will start giving you advice because they're going to see a different you. They're going to see things about your body that you cannot notice, that you don't notice, So they're going to see some strengths. They're going to give you good advice. And I would say, listen to those people.
As someone who's interested in bodybuilding, what is your advice to them? Where can they start?
Ladies, there's a new division in bodybuilding called Fit Model. It used to be bikini, the first division, but now it's Fit Model. So for Fit Model, they're not looking for a lot of muscle or just tone. Kind of like you're lean enough to go to the beach. That's Fit Model. It's going to get you a feel for what the discipline is, what the workouts, what the meal plans, and it's going to get your mind trained into what it actually takes to be a competitor in bodybuilding.
I know that's a fear that a lot of women have when training. They say, I don't want to get too bulky.
That's the first thing that they say. Ladies, even when you start training, the first thing they would tell me is like, I don't want to get that much muscle. I don't want to get so muscular, because they're thinking female bodybuilding with the big girls. There is a space for everybody, and especially beginners.
It's actually very interesting because I feel like I wasn't as interested. Like when I saw bodybuilders, I was like, I mean, it's really cool that they have that much muscle, but I wouldn't see myself. I like to keep my petite figure.
That's what I used to think. In my case, I started in bikini. And I did very well in bikini until I started to continue training, and my body kept putting more muscle. And people were telling me, like, you're not bikini. I went to nationals to try to get my pro cutting bikini. I didn't do well. And that's because, a couple of trainers told me, you're not bikini, you're figure or women's physique. And I was like, what? And I trusted them. I listened. And sure enough, I competed locally in figure, women's physique. I ended up winning first place in both, the overall in both. And so they told me, go do both in nationals to try to get your pro card. So you never know. You might be leaving your pro card on the table if you guys don't listen to the advice of those coaches and everybody around you.
That's what you need, especially in this industry, because if you want to work with somebody, you need that trust. You need to know that they have the value of integrity. You briefly mentioned that you do posing, like you help others with posing. Can you tell me more about that?
Sure. So for every division, when it comes to bodybuilding, you need to know your posing. Your posing is as important as your prep, your meal, and your workouts. When you go on stage, you need to learn your posing. You guys can follow me at Adriana Johnson Fitness on Instagram. And from there, you can send me a DM, message me, hey, I want to learn more about posing. And I can get you from beginners to, experience how to dominate the stage.